How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? In this video, we'll be going through all the roles in Town of Salem 2. Let's jump right in. Alrighty, so starting off with the town investigatives, we have the Coroner. They have no attack and no defense. Perform an autopsy on a dead player during the day to gain clues about who killed them. Once an autopsy has been performed, you may check a living player each night to determine if they were the killer. Enchanters will make your target appear to be a killer. You can reset your autopsy on a new corpse. Next up, we've got the Investigator. Investigator plays house at night to see if they have incriminating evidence. You will find incriminating evidence if your target attacks someone that night. An Enchanter can make your target appear to have incriminating evidence, and an Illusionist can make your target appear to have not incriminating evidence. Next up, Lookout. Watch one person at night to see who visits them. You do not visit the person you are watching, and you will not see the roles that have astral visits. Next up, Psychic. No attack, no defense, and it's also not unique. Abilities. Target a player to have a vision each night. Attributes. On odd nights, you'll have a vision of 3 players, at least one will be evil. On even nights, you'll have a vision of 2 players, at least one will be good. The player you target is included in your vision. Illusionists can make an evil player appear good, and Enchanters can make good players appear evil. Next up, we've got the Seer. No attack, no defense, and it's not unique. Choose 2 players at night to determine if they are on opposing factions. Attributes. You may not choose yourself. You may not choose a revealed mayor, and an Enchanter or Illusionist can throw off your results. Next up, Sheriff. Search one person each night for suspicious activity. Enchanters can make players appear suspicious. Illusionists can make players appear innocent. The holder of the Necronomicon will appear innocent. Next up, we've got the Spy. You may bug a player's house to see what happens to them at night. You will detect what happened to them, such as being attacked, protected, role-blocked, silenced, dreamweaved, controlled, and more. You will also detect hidden effects such as Hex, Douse, Insanity, Enchant, Illusioned, and more. Attributes. You will not see what your target did. Next up, we've got the Tracker. Track one person each night to see who they visit. You will not see your target visiting if their visit is astral. Moving on to the town killings, we have the Deputy. You may shoot a player during the day. You cannot shoot on day 1. If the player you shoot is a town member, you will immediately die. Players you shoot during the day are dealt a powerful attack. Next up, we've got the Trickster. You may trick an attacker against you into another player. Attributes. You can redirect multiple attacks in one night, and any attackers you redirect will be notified of being tricked. Next, we've got the Veteran. Abilities. Decide if you will go on alert at night. You will deal a powerful attack to any player that visits you when on alert. You will gain basic defense the night you are on alert, and you will know how many people you shot. Vigilante. Choose to take justice into your own hands and shoot someone at night. Attributes. You cannot shoot night 1. If you kill a town member, you will die at the beginning of the day, and players you shoot will be dealt a basic attack. Next up, moving on to the town power roles, we have the Jailor. Abilities. During the day, you may choose a player to jail the following night. You may choose to execute your prisoner, dealing an unstoppable attack. Attributes. You cannot jail someone on day 1. Number 2. You may not jail the same player twice in a row. 3. You may anonymously talk with your prisoner. 4. Jailed players cannot be targeted by any direct ability except the Jester's Haunt. And finally, if you execute a town member, you will lose the ability to jail. Next, we've got the Mayor. You may reveal yourself as the Mayor of the town during the day. You may not reveal day 1. When revealed, your vote counts as 3, and when revealed, your defense cannot be raised above none. Monarch is unique and has 2 ability usages. Choose to knight a player at night. A knighted player will permanently have an extra vote. You will have basic defense while a knighted player is alive, and you cannot knight the same player twice. Next, we've got the Prosecutor, as 1 ability usage. You may prosecute a player during the day. A prosecuted player will be put on trial and their verdict will be guilty. If you prosecute a town member, you will die immediately. Moving on to the town protects, we have the Bodyguard. No attack, no defense, and is unique. Protect the player from one direct attack each night. Or you can choose to stay at home and protect yourself for the night, gaining powerful defense. Attributes. If your target is directly attacked or the victim of a harmful visit, you and the visitor will fight. Players you fight will be dealt a powerful attack. You cannot protect from passive attacks, and you can only protect yourself twice. Next up, we've got the Cleric. Cast a protective barrier on a player each night, granting powerful defense and curing poison. Or, stay at home and cast a barrier on yourself. Attributes. You will know if your target was attacked, and you may only cast the barrier on yourself once. Next up, we've got the Crusader. Protect the player each night, granting powerful defense. You will deal a basic attack to one random visitor to your target that night. You will know if your target was attacked. Trapper. Place a trap at another player's house at night, granting powerful defense against one attack. Select yourself at night to dismantle a trap, removing it from the player. Attributes. Traps take 1 day to build, and you can only have one trap out at a time. Traps stay on a player until they are triggered or dismantled. Traps are triggered when a player directly visits one and will deal a powerful attack to one harmful visitor. You will know the roles of the players that trigger your trap. Next up, we've got the town supports. Admirer. You may propose to a player during the day. If they accept your proposal, both of your roles will be revealed and you will become lovers. If they decline your proposal, it will be publicly announced and your proposal will fail. Once you have a lover, you cannot propose to anyone else. Amnesiac. No attack, no defense is not unique. Remember a town member to inherit their role at night. Retributionist. No attack, no defense is unique. Raise a dead town member and use their ability on another player at night. Attributes. You will learn any notifications the town member that you use would receive. You only visit the town member you use, and you are immune to roadblocks and controls. And finally, we have the town drunk. Have a celebratory beverage with a player at night, roadblocking them. Attributes. During the day, the player will have a hangover and be immune to roadblocks the following night. If you attempt to roadblock an uncautious serial killer, they will attack you, and you are immune to roadblocks. Moving on to the Coven roles, we have the Dreamweaver. You may invade the dreams of a player and attempt to drive them insane. Insane players cannot use any day abilities and will randomly vote and target at night. Insanity is permanent until you die. Players will not go insane the following night if they are visited by a town member or if they are a non-town role. With the Necronomicon, you will also deal a basic attack to your target. Enchanter. It can enchant a player with evil energy at night. This will fool town investigatives. Or you can alter your target's role and last will at night. Your target will appear as what you've selected if they die. Attributes. Enchanted players appear suspicious to coroners, investigators, and sheriffs. Enchanted players appear as Coven members to Seers. Enchantments last on a player until they are visited by an investigative role. All Coven members will see an altered player's true role and will in the graveyard. You may only alter a player 2 times. And finally, with the Necronomicon, you will also deal a basic attack to your target. Up next, we have the Illusionist. You may cast an illusion on a Coven member at night to make them appear innocent. Your illusion target will appear innocent to investigators and sheriffs. Your illusions will make psychics see your target as good. Your illusion targets will appear as a town member to Seers. Your illusions will make bodyguards and trappers not interact with your target. Next, we've got the Medusa. No attack, no defense is unique and has 3 ability uses. You may choose to stone gaze a player at night. If a player you stone gaze dies that night, their role and last will are hidden upon death to all non-Coven members. With the Necronomicon, you will also deal a basic attack to your target. Conjuror. Has no attack, no defense, is unique and has 1 ability use. Conjure a meteor to deal a powerful attack towards a player during the day. Attributes. You cannot conjure a meteor on day 1. Next up, we've got the Jinx. You may choose to lie in wait at your target's house, dealing a basic attack to one random non-coven visitor. Attributes. All players visiting your target will learn your identity. With the Necronomicon, your target is also dealt a basic attack. You'll inherit the Necronomicon last. Sorcerer. Attack none, defense none, unique. Yes, it is. Ability uses. 2. You may perform a blood ritual on a player at night, attempting to guess their role. Attributes. If you guess your target's role correctly, they will be dealt an unstoppable attack. If you guess your target's role incorrectly, they will be revealed as the Sorcerer. With the Necronomicon, you may deal a basic attack to your target instead of performing a blood ritual. Coven Leader. Has basic attack, no defense, and is unique. Abilities. Choose a player to kill each night. Attributes. You will gain the Necronomicon first. With your deep knowledge of the Necronomicon, you unlock its full potential to empower your offense or defense. With empowered offense, you have a powerful attack and rollblock immunity. With empowered defense, you have basic defense. Next, we've got the Hex Master. You may choose to hex a player each night. Attributes. Number 1. Hexes are permanent. Number 2. When all non-coven members are hexed, all hexed players are dealt a passive unstoppable attack. Next, we've got the Witch. It has no attack, no defense, and it's unique. Control someone into a player of your choice each night. You will know the role of the player you control. You are immune to rollblocks, and with the Necronomicon, your target is also dealt a basic attack. Necromancer. Raise a dead player and use their ability on another player at night. Attributes. You will learn any notifications the player you use would receive. With the Necronomicon, you gain the ability to summon a ghoul each night, dealing a basic attack. Poisoner. Abilities. The first one is, have a beverage with your target at night, rollblocking them. And the second one is poison a beverage once per game. Attributes. The following day, the player will have a hangover and be immune to rollblocks the following night. If you rollblock an uncautious serial killer, they will attack you. A poisoned beverage will kill the player the following night, and the poison can be cured by a Cleric or Potion Master. You can only poison one beverage. Potion Master. You may use a Protect or Reveal potion on another player at night. Protect potions grant the target powerful defense and cure poison. Reveal potions will reveal the target's role to all Coven members. Next, we've got the Voodoo Master. No attack, no defense, and is unique. Choose a player each night to create a voodoo doll, silencing them the next day. Attributes. Your target cannot talk or whisper the next day. You cannot silence the same player twice in a row, and with the Necronomicon, you will also deal a basic attack to your target. And finally, for the Coven roles, we have the Wildling. You can see every player that the town visits at night. Moving on to the neutral apocalypse roles. We have the Baker/Famine. Has no attack and basic defense. Is also unique. Choose a player to give bread to at night. Attributes. If 3 living players have bread, you will transform into Famine. Players with bread will starve slower when the famine begins. If there are less than 3 players alive when you transform, you will die and lose the game. Famine. Has no attack, but is invincible. Choose a player each night to speed up their starvation by 1 day. Attributes. The night after you transform, all players without bread will be dealt an unstoppable attack. Players with bread will live an additional 3 days before dying of starvation. You are immune to rollblocks and controls. Next up, the Berserker/War. The Berserker has powerful attack, basic defense, and is unique. Attack a player on full moon nights. Attributes. With each kill, your powers grow. On your first kill, you may attack each night. On your second kill, you will rampage at your target's house, passively killing any visitors. On your third kill, you will transform into War. Moving on to War. Attack, unstoppable. Defense, invincible. Kill a player each night, dealing an unstoppable attack. You will rampage at your target's house, passively killing any visitors. Next, we've got the Plaguebearer/Pestilence. You may choose to infect a player with the plague each night. Attributes. Infections spread when a player visits or is visited by an infected player. You will infect anyone that visits you. Players will not be notified if they are infected. And when all players are infected, you will transform into Pestilence. Pestilence has powerful attack, invincible defense, and is unique. Attack a player each night. Attributes. You will passively attack anyone that visits you. And finally, for the neutral apocalypse roles, we have the Soul Collector / Death. Attack none. They have basic defense and they're unique. Watch a player each night and attempt to collect their soul. Attributes. If the player you watch dies at night, you will collect their soul. You will passively gain 1 soul from the underworld. When you have collected 6 souls, you will transform into Death. Death has no attack and is invincible. Bring forth the apocalypse the following night that you transform. All living players will be dealt an unstoppable attack the night the apocalypse occurs. If you are lynched the day before the apocalypse occurs, the apocalypse will not take place and you will lose the game. Moving on to the neutral evils, we have the Doomsayer. Select 3 players each night and attempt to guess their roles. Attributes. If you correctly guess the roles of all 3 players, they will be dealt an unstoppable attack. After successfully dooming 3 players, you will leave the town in victory. Guessing a player's role bypasses jail. Next, we got the Executioner. No attack, basic defense is not unique. Choose a player each night and try to get them hanged the next day. Attributes. If you successfully hang your target, you will torment a guilty or abstaining voter, dealing an unstoppable attack. If you successfully hang your target, you will walk away from the town in victory. Jester. Trick everyone into voting against you. If you are hanged, you will haunt one of your guilty or abstaining voters with an unstoppable attack the following night, and your haunt bypasses jail. Pirate. Their attack is unstoppable. They have no defense and they're not unique. Choose a player during the day to duel the following night. When a player is dueled, they will be roll-blocked and must choose one of the 3 options in an attempt to defend themselves. If your target doesn't defend themselves, you will plunder them, dealing an unstoppable attack. If your target defends themselves, you will not plunder them. If there are not enough players alive for you to plunder, you will die of scurvy. Finally, when you've successfully plundered 2 players, you will walk away from the town in victory. Moving on to the neutral killings, we have the Arsonist. It has unstoppable attack and basic defense. It's also not unique. Douse someone in gasoline each night. You may ignite at night, dealing all doused players an unstoppable attack. Attributes. You will passively douse anyone that visits you. And if you take no action, you will attempt to clean any gasoline off yourself. Serial Killer. Kill a player each night, dealing a basic attack. You can choose to go cautious at night, not attacking any rollblockers. Attributes. If you are rollblocked, you will attack the rollblocker in addition to your target having their last will hidden upon death. If you are jailed, you will attack the jailer. If you are dueled, you will attack the pirate. Next up, we've got the Shroud. Choose to attack or shroud a player at night. When shrouding, you will deliver an astral basic attack to any players that they visit that night. Shrouded players will appear to be a harmful visitor that night, and you will not attack anyone if the shrouded player doesn't visit. And finally, we have the Werewolf. It has powerful attack and basic defense. It's also not unique. Transform into a werewolf and maul a player on full moon nights, dealing a powerful attack. Attributes. You will rampage at your target's house, passively attacking any visitors. You will passively attack any of your visitors if you are roll-blocked or if you stay at home on a full moon night. And finally, if you are jailed or dueled on a full moon night, you will attack the jailer or pirate. That pretty much covers all the roles in Town of Salem 2. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.